Some days being homeless just became too much. Being able to run, I've been able to just completely forget that I don't have a place to stay or I might not have something to eat. Some days I would go up into the mountains and just run until I literally could not run anymore. Growing up, my parents did always struggle financially. I picked up my first job at 14 years old. I didn't know that it would become a full-time job when my dad got laid off. They were asking me for all of my paychecks, and I was tired of seeing them argue about how we were going to pay the bills. I didn't want to have anything to do with it anymore, and I left. I spent my first night homeless sitting outside of Hair Clips on Arapahoe and 28th, and I had my jacket on and it was freezing, and I was going to try and fall asleep there that night. I slept anywhere that I thought I could be somewhat safe and somewhat warm, in people's backyards, sleeping in a little gazebo, sleeping under a bridge. It was a rude awakening for me. Sometimes I was afraid that this wasn't something temporary, and there was nothing more scary for me than the idea of doing this every day for the rest of my life. I had to find a real place to sleep. My first night in a bed here, I slept like a baby. I was so excited the next day when I woke up, because it was like, now that I don't have to worry about where I'm sleeping, let's figure out how I can start making money and getting on my own 2 feet. Whether it's getting me up on time for a job interview or helping me work on a resume, they did a lot of things that were family-like for me, and so I felt a lot safer here. If I never came across Attention Homes, I wouldn't be given all these second chances. A second chance to go back to my family, a second chance to go back to school, a second chance to make everything out of my life that I can. I thought I'd never see my family again, and I told myself that I would never want to see my family again, but being homeless and trying to be so strong with nobody else was just so difficult. Staying here at Attention Homes, I was able to make a family, and I was able to get back in touch with my family, and I think that's unbelievable.